Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are back with
Ah,
another
shit.
video
Here we go
explaining
again.
the story of a game named Vampire's Fall. Without wasting any time, let's get straight into it. When you open the game, the first thing you see is the opening screen. It's not always red. I finished the game, that is why it's red. When you press start, you will have 4 slots. You choose one of the slots to create a character, customize them, and then you will truly start the game. On the customization screen, you can edit a lot of things. We will simply skip to the clan choosing part, which is the most important part of creating character. After about 5 minutes of finagling with the settings of the character, here is the character I created. Introducing Waffle Maker 5000. Now that you have created a character, we will move on to the important part, choosing a clan. Clans give you buffs. This clan gives you an 8% gold drop rate, you get more gold. This clan here gives you more chance to get an item drop after a battle. This gives you a 2% boost to dodge chance. And the next one here gives you more XP per battle. You can choose whichever one suits you best. You can see my option here. Now here's the naming part. After putting in the name, we start the game. There's actually a story to the game. It starts by explaining that there was once a great king ruling the lands, but he sadly passed away. That leads the land to chaos, because a land without a ruler can break loose very, very easily. But in time, the land flourished. As more and more time passed, it became even more and more peaceful. But peace is never lasting. A man of all evil by the name of Witchmaster appeared. He decided that he would be crowning himself the new ruler of the lands, a man of all darkness. Being a leader, fear settled in the rural lands. The peaceful villages had to hire men to defend the village, may it be from the village or mercenaries, because of the fear he caused. Here's where your story starts. You decide to enroll in the military to defend your small village. Here's where the game actually starts. It's a top down game, as you can see from the footage right now. The camera pans to you in the village square. The village leader starts talking about how we will be defending the village from any evil that may be to come. Then told, talk to the captain who's standing by the gate. Here's where you're actually thrown into the game. The best thing you should do right off the bat is run to the person with a big mark above their head, talk to them, get the quest, which is the center option, and then go to the right side behind over the wall and find some crazy villagers just beyond the wall. These villagers should be relatively easy to beat. Then you should talk to the captain, choose whatever choice you like, and then he will ask you if you even have a weapon. Here's an important part. We have spear. You should not pick this at the beginning. It's only piercing damage. It will not be very important. The sword, which is the worst option, it has piercing and slashing. Don't use it. The best beginning option, which is the simple club, you should buy it, equip it, and then you will be forced to fight a rat. Here's the fighting mechanics of the game. You have 3 options: control, instinct, and weapon. The first thing you should do is go to the instinct and choose sharpen. Trust me, I'll explain in a second. The game is a turn-based fighting style in which you attack, then the rat attacks, then you attack. Simply choose that. You see the green symbol next to the damage? That means it's strong against the rat. Your first victory will be acquired here. After each fight, you will earn a certain amount of XP depending on your level and gold, and a small chance to get loot. After claiming your reward, the captain will tell you that you have done a good job and go heal up just outside the village. Upon finishing the dialogue, you will see the menu. Here, you will see your inventory, your character, and skills, which will be very, very important, and abilities, might, which are within the skills. The main ability you should be maxing out first should be the sharpen skill. The first type, which is the bloodline type, is divided into anger, vitality, deceit, and the legendary. You unlock that later on. The cosmetics, you will not need them. And the quests. You will see the list of quests you need to complete. Upon exiting the village, the mini-map will become available. You will get a grasp on how big actually the map is by scrolling around. From this point onward, you should go to the guy you're supposed to go to heal. He will be healing you. And remember, this guy will be very, very important in the story. How important, you may ask? He's actually the second boss and the final boss. This guy you'll be meet a bit later in the story. He will teach you how to make healing potions, which will be your main source of healing. You should make two right off the bat, and will tell you to fight a beast right here in this circle. But you shouldn't do that right off the bat. First, we have to do the quest in which you kill the so-called crazy villagers. You know, when fighting the rat, I said that the sharpen skill will be very, very important. Here is demonstration in which I chose the second attack option. You can see the damage difference, a 5 against a 9. You can see how much the damage increased just by sharpening. Here's another unique thing about fighting in this game. There's a combo turn each 3 or so turns in which you get a large boost to your focus and attack multiple times. It's best advised that you use multiple small attacks to make sure you don't miss. After that fight, you will most definitely level up. Here's an important thing. After leveling up, you will get 4 bloodline points and 1 ability point. It's best advised to first get that 3 strength and 1 vitality. Use the 1 ability point you got and put it into sharpening. You will deal more damage the higher level your sharpening is. Best advice that you max that out as fast as humanly possible. There are also secret chests littered all over the map, which will give you gold, shards, and maybe bloodstones. Getting back to the village, the first thing you should do is turn in the 3 villagers you took out to the guard. After which you'll proceed to level up again, get another 4 points in your bloodline and another point in your ability tree. After effectively allocating your points, you should go speak to the commander who is standing by the gate. Before you do, go and buy some weaponry from the shop just outside the village with the money you earned from doing quests. And also don't forget to equip the equipment you bought. Most important one you should get early game is the shield. What is the shield good for? Well, it provides a small chance for you to block an attack from the enemy. The chance becomes higher, the better your shield. You'll get better shields after you progress the story and visit more cities. After selling your gear, make sure to go to the beast you are taught to kill. This battle, if you're a beginner, is everything but easy. But with enough persistence, you should be able to win. It's just a matter of a very long time. If you're new, you definitely struggle, I'll tell you that much. But after a couple of tries, you should be able to master it. After getting your XP, you should go back to the Sapphire Slavonic, the last guy I told you about, and finish the quest, and he will tell you to go back to the village and talk to the guard next to the wall. But you might be wondering, who is the first boss? You keep referring to the guy as the second boss. Well, you will see just in a few seconds from now. Just after you start talking to him, he will say, "What's that sound?" Then all hell will break loose. After the camera pans out, the village elder will say, "What is that outside?" And you'll see the Witchmaster, the first boss, and his an undead army. He will demand that you send him the strongest fighter you have, or the village will die. But if you lose, the village dies anyway. So the captain, aka the guard standing next to the door, will be sent out. But the lazy guy will send you instead, even though he's the best in the village. The dumb village elder agrees with him. So you are sent out as cannon fodder to fight off an entire army and one of the main bosses, all by yourself, with a wooden shield and a wooden club. After eating 3 attacks from him, the third attack he will use a fireball that will instantly and painfully decimate you. Observe. After going unconscious, you will wake up to the entire village burned to the ground and you feeling very, very thirsty. The game will tell you to go to the well and drink. So you go to the well and start to drink the water, but it does nothing. You drink, you drink, you drink, and nothing changes. So leaving the well, you gain a new ability, which is this. It's kind of zesty, so I don't use it. Given a choice to either bite the rat or bite the man. I chose the rat this time, and this quenches your thirst. After quenching your thirst, you're told to leave the village and go beyond the mountain range. Upon reaching the entrance, you meet Savasavanic, the guy who healed you after your first fight, and tells you to bite him. If you choose to not bite him, he'll forcefully make you bite. I don't know how that works, but it works. It tells you that he will be known as the founder of the vampires, but really, you're the vampire. So he disappears. A villager standing there watching everything just tells you to get on the cart or don't. Simply walk to the main city. So we are covering the basis of the story here. I chose to travel with him. He will instantly take you to the main city, in which a man will ask you if you are okay, after which he will tell you to go to the mayor. The mayor will send you on a fetch quest to light bonfires around the big city. Here's where actually the game begins. Well, your journey in the game at least. After this, you can explore, take quests, do quests, forget about quests, explore the cities, and do even more quests in those cities. Every city has a lot of quests inside of it, which you should do to level up and gain money. After a thoroughly long goose chase across the entire continent, this should be what your map looks like. After defeating the Witchmaster, the map is indeed very, very big. After defeating the Witchmaster, the port will become available. Here is where you will unlock the second map. Yes, there is a second map. It is really thought one was not enough. Here's the other one. It is equally as big as it is annoying. The bad thing about this map is it's full of mountain ranges. As you can see, those lines connecting the map from top to bottom are mountain ranges. You'll have to unlock them one by one. So in conclusion, Vampire's Fall is a masterpiece. I advise that you try it. And until next time, have a good one.